Hello, everyone. Welcome to the lesson about future. So today we will talk about the ways how to talk about future. So we are going to start with the expressions and tenses as usual. And here we have a list of the tenses and expressions we can use to talk about future. So the first one is, of course, future simple. The next one is be going to. The third, present continuous. Also, we have in this list present simple, future continuous, and future perfect. And future perfect continuous. Today, we are going to speak only about future simple, be going to, present continuous, and present simple. Future continuous and future perfect continuous will be talked about next lesson. So, we are going to start with future simple. We know the form, it is super easy. We just need the auxiliary verb will and the first form of the verb. So here we have some sentences like he will, they will, and we can use the contracted form, which is apostrophe and double L. Will is used for all of the pronouns and we don't have to change anything. You can say I will, you will, we will, they will. And we also remember about shall in the past. When we talked about future, we needed to use shall for first person singular and plural. But now you don't have to do it. You can say I will do something. When to make question, you just need the auxiliary verb will in the beginning of the sentence before the subject. If you have some question words, of course, it'll be in the second place, like what will you do? So if we are talking about negative sentences, we need to use not, and the contracted form sounds like won't. He won't call. He will not call. So let's talk about the use because future simple is a very controversial because people think that we can use future simple for some plans for the things that will happen in the nearest future. But we need to be careful with that because let's look at the example. His parents think he will become an artist one day. So in this sentence, we see it's not a plan, but it's a prediction about the future. Usually, with the verbs like think, believe, expect, you can use it, and also with such expressions as be sure, be afraid, and the adverbs like perhaps, certainly, probably. So here we see some kind of a prediction about the child's future. I can also say about the weather, I think tomorrow will be colder. So it's my prediction about about tomorrow's weather, and I am not sure that it will definitely happen. Also, you can use these phrases. Yeah, for example, I can say that I will probably go shopping tomorrow, but again, I am not sure. It's my prediction. Next one, for on-the-spot decisions and offers, and it means that you have made this decision right now. For example, here we see a picture of two people, and the one said, I will take this jacket. So this person is standing in the shop, and I guess, yeah, she is wearing it, she's trying it on, and she's thinking if she wants to buy it or not. And then she comes up with this spontaneous decision that yeah, okay, I will buy it. She didn't plan to buy it at all. So it's on the spot decision. And the next one is offer. The girl says, since it's your birthday, I'll pay for your lunch. And she wasn't planning to do it. She has found out that today is this man's birthday and she wanted to make something special for him, or she wanted to make him happy. That's why she offered to pay for him. So then, next one. Also, yeah, very good example. Jill will be 2 years old next month. So in this case, we cannot control this future event, and it will definitely happen. So you can use future simple for actions, events, situations which will definitely happen in the future and which we cannot control. For example, I can say that in 2 months, it will be summer. Or I will be 34 next year. So again, we can't control it. That's why we can use future simple. Next one, I hope pollution levels will drop soon. I hope. I'm telling about my hope. Next one, factories must stop polluting the air or else we won't be able to breathe. Here we are talking about some kind of promises, but it's not about the sentence. We are talking about our hope in the sentence. So we are hoping, and in this case, or else we won't be able to breathe. It's a warning, so we need to be very careful with that. We are warning people that we won't be able to breathe. So for promises, usually with the verbs promise, swear, guarantee. For threats, for warnings, for requests, and for hopes, we can use future simple. Next one, that was about future simple. Next one is be going to. We can also use it for some future events. So be going to is used for plans, intentions, or ambitions we have for the future. Here we have an example. I'm going to employ more staff. It is his intention or plan. Next one, I'm going to expand my company. And again, this is his intention, his plan. Next one, in predictions when there is evidence that something will happen in the nearest future, in the near future. So here we see a picture, and this athlete is going to win. So the sentence sounds like, look at him, he's going to win the race. This is evidence. We can see it, it's going to happen. So if something is visible, we can use going to. For example, I see that there is a cat walking on someone's balcony, and I can say that it's going to fall because the cat is kind of balancing on the edge of the balcony. Next one, yeah, we need to note that when we use will, we make prediction based on what we think, believe, or imagine. In the year 2050, there will be colonies on Mars. So it's my opinion, I believe in it. And be going to is used when we make a prediction based on what we can see. So it's going to happen. We see the evidence or we know it. Look, the acrobat is going to walk along the tightrope. So, yeah, will, our predictions, our opinion, and be going to, we can see it, it's visible. Next one, of course, it is present continuous. So present continuous can be used for future, but for fixed arrangements. Here we have an example. He is leaving for Amsterdam in an hour. And we can see that he is in the airport. Everything is ready. Everything has been arranged for his trip. He has his bag, he has his tickets, and everything is planned. That's why we can use present continuous for this event. Next one is present simple for the future. And as we have, yeah, and here, in this case, we can refer to some programs or timetables of buses or trains. And let's look at the example. The film starts in 10 minutes. We are talking about the future event that in 10 minutes this film will start. But it is a cinema program, that's why we can use present simple. And we can say about the train or plane that the plane arrives in 5 minutes. So then we need to be careful and use these tenses correctly, because sometimes I see that people use will for their plans, and it's not a good way to use will for plans, because we have be going to for some kind of predictions and our intentions, and we have present continuous for some fixed arrangements. So next one is some words, some helpers that can be used in future tense. And there are some words like tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week, month, year, tonight, soon, in a week, month, year, etc. Also, Also, I'd like to talk about future simple versus be going to, because sometimes it can be difficult to differentiate them. So, when we make predictions based on what we think and believe, we use future simple, as I've mentioned before. And if we see that something is happening right now and it's visible and it's based on what we see, we use be going to. So, she's going to cut these sunflowers. Also, we use will for on the spot decisions. I like this one better than the other one. I'll take it. But be going to is used for actions we have already decided to do in the future. Here we see an example. Do you like this blouse? Yes, why? And she says, I'm going to give it to my daughter as a gift. So here we have a difference between present, future simple, and be going to. Also, when we talk about some future plans, we can use such phrases as have to, may, might, and be thinking of. For example, I can say that in 10 minutes, I have to take my daughter from her classes in 10 minutes. Or I have to do the cleaning before my parents arrive. So again, it's some kind of a plan for the future. I'm talking about the future. When it comes to may and might, here we see that the people are uncertain when they use them. I can say that I may go out in the evening, but I'm not sure. Might is even less certain than may, so we can say that I might go to the cinema tonight, but I'm not very sure about it. And the same is about thinking of. You're just thinking of doing something. I'm thinking of going shopping after our lesson. So I hope that everything was useful, and there will be some tasks as usual. And next time we are going to talk about the tenses that I've mentioned before: future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So see you next time. Bye bye.